Hey, hi. How are you doing today? You look a bit relaxed.
Hi. Yes, I'm feeling quite calm today. It's one of those slow days where you just want to sit and talk. How about you?
I feel the same. I was actually thinking that we don't often slow down and talk properly anymore.
That's true. Life feels busy most of the time, so moments like this feel refreshing.
Exactly. So I thought today we could just talk about something close to us, learning English.
Oh, I like that topic. Especially because our English journey wasn't very smooth at the beginning.
Not at all. When I first started learning English, I felt very unsure and uncomfortable.
Same here. Even simple sentences used to scare me, especially when I tried reading.
Yes, reading felt difficult at first. Long sentences, new words, everything looked confusing.
And there was always that fear of misunderstanding something. I used to think, if I don't understand fully, I'm doing something wrong.
Exactly. That fear stopped me from reading freely for a long time.
I relate to that so much. I waited for my English to become better before reading, which was a mistake.
Same realization for me. Progress actually started when I accepted that confusion is part of learning.
Yes, that acceptance changes everything. Once I stopped chasing perfection, reading became lighter.
Do you remember what you started reading first?
Very simple things. Short stories, easy articles, sometimes even children's books, nothing advanced.
That's interesting. I also started with small texts, and honestly, I didn't understand everything.
And that's completely okay. You don't need to understand every word to learn English through reading.
Yes, that was a big lesson for me. When I stopped translating every line in my head, reading became smoother.
Same here. I started focusing more on the meaning of the whole sentence, not each word.
And slowly, words started repeating themselves. The same vocabulary appeared again and again in different texts.
That repetition is very powerful. Without memorizing, the brain starts recognizing words naturally.
Earlier, I tried learning English mainly through grammar rules. It felt heavy and tiring after some time.
I did that too. But reading felt different. Like a quiet, friendly conversation with English.
Exactly. Reading doesn't pressure you, it gently introduces the language.
And over time, confidence builds quietly. You suddenly realize you're understanding more than before.
That moment feels really satisfying. It's not loud success, it's calm confidence.
Reading also helped me think in English. Slowly, I stopped translating from my native language.
Yes, your mind begins to predict sentences. You kind of know what's coming next.
That's when English starts feeling familiar. Like a language you're slowly becoming comfortable with.
Another thing I noticed was pronunciation. Even silent reading improves how words sound in your mind.
True. Later, when you hear those words, they feel familiar and easy to recognize.
Reading also helped my speaking. Because sentence structures were already stored in my mind.
Exactly. You're not creating sentences from zero when you speak.
At the beginning, my reading speed was very slow. One paragraph could take several minutes.
And that's completely fine. Speed comes later, understanding comes first.
Yes, rushing only creates stress. Slow reading builds a strong foundation.
Over time, reading became enjoyable for me. It felt relaxing instead of stressful.
Same here. That's when learning became natural and sustainable. I feel many beginners jump into reading without a plan, and that creates frustration.
Absolutely. I think starting with a clear goal helps. Even something simple like, I'll read one short story today, sets a positive mindset.
Yes, small goals matter a lot. It's better to read a little every day than try to finish a whole book in one sitting.
And when we read, it's important to focus on understanding the meaning, not translating every word. Trying to translate slows everything down and makes reading stressful.
Exactly. Instead, we can try guessing the meaning from the sentence or context. Even if we are unsure, that guesswork trains the brain.
Another tip I found useful is to highlight or underline new words. But just once or twice per page, don't overdo it, or it feels overwhelming.
Yes, and then write those new words in a small notebook with their meanings. Not full sentences at first, just the word and its main meaning.
Also, reading aloud sometimes helps. Even if softly, it improves pronunciation and helps the mind remember sentence structures naturally.
I agree. And if a sentence feels too long, it's okay to read it slowly or even break it into parts. The goal is understanding, not speed.
True. I also liked rereading sentences or short paragraphs. Repetition reinforces memory without memorizing by force.
Another thing, choose texts you enjoy. Stories, dialogues, even comics, anything that keeps you curious and interested.
Yes, motivation matters more than difficulty. If you love the content, your brain absorbs English naturally.
And don't hesitate to read the same text multiple times. Each reading brings new understanding and reinforces vocabulary.
It's also helpful to pause and think about what you just read. Summarizing a paragraph in your own words strengthens comprehension.
Exactly. Even saying it aloud or explaining it to a friend is amazing practice. It connects reading to speaking and thinking in English.
Another method I use is listening along with reading. For example, audiobooks or recorded stories, hearing the pronunciation while reading.
Yes, that builds a strong link between visual words and their sounds. Eventually, it makes reading and speaking feel more natural together.
And finally, patience is key. Don't rush. Every small effort counts. Reading a little daily builds confidence over time.
Absolutely. It's like planting seeds. At first, nothing seems visible. But slowly, understanding grows, and one day, you realize you can read fluently.
Exactly. That feeling of understanding English without translating is priceless. It comes gently, with steady practice and calm persistence.
So the main steps are, set small goals, read with understanding, highlight sparingly, repeat, enjoy content, and be patient. Simple, but very effective.
Yes, and the beauty is you can start anytime, anywhere. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day makes a difference if you do it consistently.
So now that we know how to read properly, the next step is making it a daily habit. I think the hardest part for most people is staying consistent.
Yes, consistency is the real challenge. Even when motivation is high for a few days, life often gets busy, and we skip reading.
Exactly. That's why creating a simple routine helps. Even reading for 10 to 15 minutes at the same time every day makes a big difference.
I like starting in the morning. Your mind is fresh, and the calm environment makes reading more enjoyable.
That works. I prefer reading before bed. It's relaxing and helps me reflect on the day while learning English.
The key is finding your best time and sticking to it. Treat it like a gentle appointment with yourself, not a task.
Yes, and keeping texts interesting is important too. If you love what you're reading, it's easier to come back every day.
I also use small reminders. Even a sticky note or phone alarm that says, "Read for 10 minutes," keeps me accountable.
That's clever. I try to pair reading with another habit, like having tea or sitting in a cozy spot. It makes the routine feel natural.
Another tip is celebrating small wins. Completing one story or understanding a paragraph fully deserves a little appreciation.
Yes, it builds positive reinforcement. You start associating reading with a calm, pleasant feeling rather than pressure.
I also keep track of what I read. A simple journal or list of completed stories shows visible progress and motivates me.
That's powerful. Seeing how far you've come gives confidence and encourages you to continue.
And sometimes, it's okay to take a break. Forcing yourself to read when tired or stressed can turn a positive habit into a chore.
Absolutely. The habit should be gentle. Even a day off doesn't mean failure. Consistency over time is what truly matters.
I also join online reading communities sometimes. Sharing what you read and seeing others' experiences inspires motivation.
Yes, connection helps. You feel part of a learning journey rather than doing it alone.
Another small trick is to mix reading materials. Stories, dialogues, short articles, variety keeps the mind engaged.
Exactly. And after a while, you notice improvement naturally. Your brain starts predicting words, understanding sentences, and reading becomes fluid.
Then it feels effortless, like breathing. You read, enjoy, and learn simultaneously without stress.
That's the ultimate goal, learning English calmly, every day, without pressure. Slow, steady, enjoyable progress.
Yes, and patience is the companion of this habit. It reminds us that growth may be slow, but it's lasting.
So in summary, pick your time, make it enjoyable, keep track, celebrate small wins, stay flexible, and be patient. Simple, realistic, and powerful.
Exactly. And with this approach, reading becomes more than just a habit. It becomes a part of life.
Yes, progress may be slow, but it's steady. Every story read, every sentence spoken, brings you closer to fluency.
So let's keep going day by day without pressure. Enjoy the journey, celebrate small wins, and stay curious.
Absolutely. And one day, you'll notice English feels natural, familiar, and part of your daily life, quietly, without stress.
Thank you for this calm conversation today. It feels motivating and comforting at the same time.
I hope everyone listening feels inspired to pick up a book, read a little, and speak a little, gently, joyfully.
Exactly. Remember, learning is a journey, not a race. Be patient, stay curious, and enjoy every moment.
See you next time, and happy reading.